When the news broke that Kim Go-eun would star in a new drama centered on the controversial topic of assisted death, the entertainment industry and audiences across Asia reacted instantly. The announcement was simple, a statement from her agency revealing that she had accepted the lead role in an upcoming television series tentatively titled The Last Choice. But within hours, the online world was flooded with reactions. Fans, critics, and social commentators began dissecting what this bold choice meant for both the actress and the Korean entertainment landscape as a whole. According to official production notes, The Last Choice is a psychological and ethical drama that explores the boundaries between compassion, morality, and the right to die with dignity. Kim Go-eun's character, a palliative care physician named Dr. Han Jae-won, finds herself caught between her professional duties and her personal beliefs when one of her long-term patients requests assistance in ending their life. The storyline reportedly examines how this decision challenges the protagonist's values, her relationships, and her understanding of humanity. The premise alone has already divided public opinion. Some fans praised Kim Go-eun for taking on a subject rarely addressed in mainstream Korean dramas, while others expressed discomfort, arguing that the theme was too heavy or inappropriate for primetime television. Despite the controversy, one fact remains clear. This project has already become one of the most discussed dramas of the year, even before its official release. Industry insiders describe The Last Choice as a major creative risk. South Korean television has traditionally avoided subjects like euthanasia, assisted suicide, and death with dignity due to the country's conservative cultural values and strict media regulations. That Kim Go-eun would agree to participate in such a production highlights her growing reputation as an actress unafraid to confront difficult material. She has long been known for choosing roles that challenge social expectations rather than reinforce them. This new drama, however, goes even further. It positions her at the center of a moral debate that extends beyond entertainment. The script reportedly includes scenes depicting ethical conflicts between doctors, patients, and families, as well as legal ramifications that mirror real-world controversies currently being debated in several countries. The show's creative team, led by director Jung Hae-won and writer Lee Soo-jin, has emphasized their intent to handle the subject with intellectual rigor rather than sensationalism. Kim Go-eun's portrayal is expected to carry the entire emotional weight of the narrative. Her character, Dr. Han Jae-won, is described as both rational and empathetic, a woman whose years of medical experience have hardened her professionally but left her vulnerable to internal moral crises. As the story unfolds, she begins to question not only her role as a physician but also the nature of life and the meaning of mercy. Reports from the production set suggest that Kim Go-eun has immersed herself deeply into the role. She is said to have met with medical professionals and end-of-life care specialists to understand the psychological toll of working in palliative care. She also read case studies and interviews with families who have faced decisions about assisted death. Her preparation reportedly included observing hospital routines and studying medical ethics texts to accurately portray the gravity of such moral dilemmas. The drama's first teaser trailer, which was released recently, shows brief but striking imagery. A hospital corridor bathed in white light, Kim Go-eun's character sitting alone beside a patient's bed, and a voiceover stating, "Sometimes, love means letting go." The line immediately went viral, sparking debates about its meaning and whether the series would advocate or simply explore the concept of assisted dying. As expected, the public reaction has been polarized. On one side, advocates for open discussion around euthanasia applauded the show's willingness to address a topic that society often avoids. Many praised Kim Go-eun for lending her influence to a conversation that affects real people facing terminal illnesses. On the other side, conservative commentators criticized the premise, arguing that it might normalize or even glorify a morally sensitive issue. Online forums filled with discussions, with thousands of fans defending her artistic freedom, while others called for the drama to be more cautious in its portrayal. Despite the controversy, entertainment journalists have praised Kim Go-eun's decision as both courageous and strategically significant. By taking on such a role, she not only demonstrates artistic maturity, but also aligns herself with a growing movement in Korean drama that seeks to expand the scope of storytelling beyond romance and fantasy. The Last Choice could potentially become a cultural turning point, much like other groundbreaking series that redefined what Korean television could explore. Behind the scenes, producers are fully aware of the risks. According to sources close to the network, the creative team has consulted legal advisors and ethicists to ensure accuracy and sensitivity. The goal, reportedly, is not to take a position but to present multiple perspectives: the patient's desire for dignity, the doctor's conflict between law and empathy, and the family's emotional turmoil. The story aims to highlight the human condition rather than pass judgment. Kim Go-eun's agency released a statement emphasizing her dedication to portraying the role with depth and respect. The statement read, "This project presents questions that are difficult but necessary." Kim Go-eun approached the role after long consideration, believing that it could open meaningful discussion about compassion, choice, and humanity. This message, while neutral in tone, reflected the seriousness with which both the actress and her team are treating the subject. Filming began in mid-2025, with the production team reportedly maintaining tight security to prevent leaks. However, a few behind-the-scenes photos have surfaced online, showing Kim Go-eun in minimal makeup, wearing a hospital gown in one scene and a doctor's coat in another. This stripped-down appearance has been interpreted as symbolic, a visual representation of vulnerability, morality, and truth. Media critics are already predicting that her performance could be one of the most powerful of her career. The combination of her nuanced acting style and the script's philosophical weight could make The Last Choice a drama that transcends typical entertainment. Analysts even suggest that it could draw international recognition, especially if the story resonates with global audiences familiar with ongoing debates about euthanasia and human rights. The production itself seems designed to provoke thought rather than provide easy answers. Early reports describe the script as dialogue-heavy, with extended conversations between doctors, patients, and clergy members exploring the nature of suffering, the definition of dignity, and the limits of human compassion. The pacing is said to be deliberate, forcing viewers to sit with uncomfortable truths and moral ambiguity. What's especially notable about Kim Go-eun's involvement is her willingness to attach her image to such a morally charged project. As one of South Korea's most bankable actresses, she could easily continue choosing mainstream roles that guarantee popularity and commercial success. Instead, she has repeatedly demonstrated a preference for complex, introspective characters that challenge both herself and her audience. Her previous works, including Guardian, The Lonely and Great God, and Little Women, showcased her ability to balance vulnerability with strength. But The Last Choice seems poised to push her further into uncharted territory, not as a romantic lead, but as a moral figure grappling with issues that have no clear resolution. Industry analysts see this as a calculated step toward long-term artistic credibility. In recent years, there's been a growing demand for dramas that deal with social realism and ethical complexity. By aligning herself with this trend, Kim Go-eun reinforces her image as one of the few Korean actresses capable of carrying emotionally and intellectually demanding narratives. Meanwhile, fan discussions continue to dominate social media. Hashtags such as #TheLastChoice, #KimGoEunDrama, and #LifeAndDignity have trended across multiple platforms. Many international fans have expressed admiration for her courage in tackling such a sensitive theme, while others remain apprehensive, wondering whether the series will handle the issue responsibly. Regardless of public division, the buzz surrounding the project ensures massive attention when it finally premieres. Network executives are reportedly preparing for a simultaneous release on streaming platforms across Asia, Europe, and North America. The decision reflects the growing recognition of Kim Go-eun's global appeal and the expectation that The Last Choice could ignite conversation well beyond Korea. Experts have noted that the drama could even influence future storytelling trends. If successful, it might encourage more Korean productions to engage with moral and philosophical subjects once considered taboo. It could also elevate Kim Go-eun's standing internationally, positioning her not just as an actress, but as a creative voice capable of shaping cultural discourse. In many ways, this project represents the intersection of art and ethics, a moment when performance meets philosophy and entertainment becomes a platform for reflection. For Kim Go-eun, it marks yet another turning point in a career defined by fearless choices. As anticipation builds, one thing is certain. The last choice will not be just another drama. It will be a test of storytelling boundaries, audience tolerance, and the courage of an actress willing to confront society's most difficult questions head-on. Whether audiences ultimately embrace or reject its message, Kim Go-eun's involvement has already achieved something rare in contemporary television, sparking genuine conversation about life, death, and what it truly means to choose.